Ah!
Welcome back.
Oh god, did you catch that?
I don't know.
course.
They might have. I don't know. It was good timing.
I think so.
Welcome back. Rowan arrives at the portcullis with Dominicus and Briar holding a baby. Nervously shaking. And you see, as you look up, Mr. Silence kind of addressing the crowd. Good morning, all. As you can see over in the rings, things aren't looking so good. But that's okay. It's all gonna work out for the best. I wouldn't worry about it. It's gonna run the course, and then I will take care of it. I promise you that. I will be a good king for you. Know the name, Mr. Silence. And soon it will be King Silence. That's all. And he kind of climbs down, starts to climb down the ladder. Go ahead.
Rowan's gonna yell, "You're no king."
He stops on the ladder. Dang, somebody just zoomed. Climbs back up. And then kind of... Come again?
You're no king.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. But, you know, I'm here with you, right? Where's the quarter crowd? Where are they at? Where's the help? Where are they? Oh, that's right, they buggered off. And he kind of eyeballs you, Rowan. Because they're cowards, you see. They don't got the balls. That's all. And he kind of climbs back down.
Are you really trying to start a revolution in the middle of a zombie horde?
He kind of climbs down and kind of walks up and gets like close to you. Yeah, you know, it's part of the vessel for it, you know.
A vessel?
Yeah, it's part of the process, you know. It's all necessary.
How is that, pointing at the dead people at the gate, how is that ever fucking necessary?
It's a shame. It's a shame, isn't it? But what would you say if you were them? You wouldn't be saying nothing. You'd be on this side. Oh, I just, you know, turn the currents and I just go with the flow of things, you know. It's all about the flow of things. And that's what it is in this case.
Are you implying that you had something to do with this?
He did.
With everything?
He did. Dom. He did.
He looks over at Rowan. How was your adventure over there?
What'd you do?
He opened the gate. He had his men infiltrate as soldiers, sheriffs, guards. They let them in. A whole lot of them.
You know, it was either them or us, you know. It's just necessary. It's a shame, but it's necessary. And he kind of walks over to Briar.
I'm gonna
Ron's gonna step in between.
No way, no. Yeah, Ace will get right in front of his face and go, I don't think we're done talking quite yet. I'm trying to wrap my head around all of this because there's a lot of people coming back from the dead and a lot of sickness going around, and you decide that you are going to kill people so you can become king?
I didn't kill nobody.
But you just opened up the gates to let the dead in.
They had to go somewhere, didn't they?
To innocent lives?
Innocent? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
I'm sorry, are you judge, jury, and executioner now?
Oh.
Who the fuck is Mr.
Oh.
Silence anyways?
He kind of
Man's a
smiles.
coward. That man's a coward, Dom. He's using them to pave the way to his so-called prophecy.
And you guys, pointing at the guards, you're hearing all this and you guys haven't arrested him yet?
Because they are probably him.
He kind
They
of,
are responsible.
Mr. Silence kind of turns away from you. He kind of looks back at you as he kind of goes up to one of the guards. One of the guards kind of straightens up, holding the halberd. Mr. Silence just kind of grabs a hold of the halberd, and the guard kind of nods at him. He takes the halberd away, kind of twirls it around. I mean, these guys, and he hands it back to him. You know, they know it's good. They know it's good.
So do you have a cure?
Oh, I've got a cure. It's very simple, you see. When the time is right, and it's taking control, you burn it. That's all. But the time isn't right. There's still a lot of them running around in there right now. But we'll get there. We'll get there. All right.
Can I place my hand on Mr. Silas's shoulder
Sure.
and look him kind of in the eyes? You better find a cure, and just spit blood in his face.
He kind of licks it. I'm not worried about it. It's prophecy.
Can I also cast my eye at that point to see if he is infected?
Does your eye work that way? Have we played it that your eye has been able to detect that?
I can detect the necromancy magic that is caused by it, yes.
You see the spattering of it on your face, on his face. As far as emanating from him, there's nothing currently. Go ahead and roll me a d6. And, yeah.
4.
Rowan's gonna walk up to Dom and Mr. Silence.
You see as Dom kind of leans over a little bit and kind of and this kind of almost blackish red kind of gunk, and as he kind of almost vomits this out, Mr. Silence kind of pats him on the back. All right, there. You're doing all right, bruv. And then
Don't you touch it.
Ace, go ahead and take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Dom,
Fine.
go back to the apothecary.
I'm fine.
Very
You
good.
don't look too fine. You know, normally people don't spill the guts like that, you know? Are you sure?
Briar's gonna message Dom and say, hey, if I levitate him, can you make it up that ladder and drop him on the other side?
I don't know if I could get up that ladder right now.
Rowan's gonna kind of just square up to Mr. Silence.
He kind of like leans in real close, like almost like nose to nose, but kind of just like to the side of your face. You got something to say?
Give you some time to try to show yourself as a king, then.
I will.
I'll come back for you. Rowan's
All
gonna lock
right,
eyes
make
with
sure
him.
that you have your dick ready, because I'm ready for that measuring anytime you are.
What is up with you and my dick?
I just really want to see it, you know. It's just like, you got me real curious. You've built a whole lot of mystery around this, Rowan, and now I'm real curious. You know, if we do become enemies, first thing I want is to taxidermy your cock and hang it up on my mantle. That's no joke.
That sounded like a threat.
Rowan's just gonna kind of put his arm to Ace. come for you. Rowan's gonna kind of step back and kind of pick Dom up by his waist. Not really want to. He was trying to be a little bit careful, but still at the same time, kind of gesture him to leave. But he's not gonna take his eyes off of Silence as we walk away.
All right. He kind of does this kind of like twirling motion, kind of starts heading back through the streets, and some of the guards kind of disperse, and some of them follow along him. You see several guards kind of lined up along the battlements now.
Olsen, when I also did my check of magical aura on him, was there anything else out of curiosity?
Nope.
Just
didn't
a
have any
regular...
kind of magic. Didn't have any kind of magic items or anything like that, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry it took me so long, guys.
You were gone so long, I had a baby.
As you say this, the woman finally makes her way over. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Takes the baby and kind of like puts the baby here, and then kind of like scoops you up and gives you a big hug too. You saved us.
Oh, yes, I did. Okay. You're okay. And she's going to pry her off. Maybe go find somewhere. Don't touch the egg. Just go. Just go.
She kind of looks over at the portcullis and sees all the bodies.
Don't look. Rowan's gonna kind of
She
shield
kind of
her a little bit.
kind of buries her face and kind of turns away. Kind of the realization that could have been her very, very quickly had Briar not acted, and her child.
We need to go.
You're lucky I was there to protect you.
Karan,
I am.
meanwhile, go ahead and also subtract H8P. H8P.
H8P, gotcha. H8P being subtracted.
I mean, if I didn't have my hands full, I think we could have just tossed them over the side.
That man started this all. Your father and I ran into him in the sewers. He was nice at first.
Why are we not kicking his ass right now?
Because we need to take care of you first, Karan and Asher. I need to take care of you guys first. Briar, are you feeling okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I have not touched Ace at all. I have just been saving babies all day.
Are you feeling better though? You look better.
Oh yeah.
She's thought about it. Don't let it like...
Asher, it was just a disease. He made it go away.
Oh, your dad's
Deep
gonna-
breaths.
Okay. Alright. Well, let's walk and talk.
Okay.
To the apothecary.
You
And,
guys make your way.
Rowan's gonna
back.
kind of fill them. Well,
Mhm.
actually, he's probably
Yeah,
he'll
wait till you get to the
Yeah.
Several minutes later, just a little bit of a walk to the apothecary. You guys arrive to see the rest of the party finally together. Karan looking kind of pale, more pale,
Paler than usual.
yeah. Peaked. He's a little peaked. Almost some like blackness in his, like in the veins of his. It shows a little bit more than it does for Dominicus, just with his kind of pale complexion. You see kind of the kind of black veins that kind of lead from his eyelids, and kind of these dark circles under his eyes from the 2 points of exhaustion that each of them have suffered from.
I would give you guys a hug, but
Just
Briar's
glad to
gonna-
see you're alive.
Peek her head and look at Karan and just be like, "Oh, you used to be prettier, my friend."
I used to feel prettier.
and then Rowan's gonna, just to be safe of time, he's just gonna tell them everything
Mhm.
that they've met.
So you guys now know everything Rowan knows.
just to save that time.
We are omniscient.
You're
So
omniscient, yes.
that urn then that's his daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like a dick now. Okay. Oh.
Wasn't exactly forward with that. Was Monsar present for the entirety of this as well?
For this, I would say you've probably left him out of it, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a group conversation.
Outside of the building. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, should we approach him with this and see? Hopefully, we can finally get some straight to the point answers about what he's trying to do. I hope not, but we could be wasting our time here.
Worth a try. At this
I
point.
believe I have some ideas, but I really would not like to risk a theory on with one of your lives.
I'd prefer not at this point. I find it difficult to even think.
Right. Well, we can try to talk to him.
Well, what's your theory, Asher?
Well, we have these mushrooms. They're known to cure curses of some sort. Amansar mentioned that the toxin cures the curse, and it's extremely poisonous to humans. For this to be found out, there had to be a common balm or some form from nature that has been used. What if we just have them eat a raw mushroom? It'll poison them, but we can deal with that.
But wait, you said it was poisonous to humans, right? Yes, you are human, right?
Yeah.
So it would be
Humanoids.
you would be my humanoids.
We're all humanoids.
Oh, okay. So he's a poisonous, Asher. I'm good with poison. Maybe if that asshole would just listen to me, maybe we could all figure this out together.
Maybe we can
But
level him.
If he might be able to negate the negative consequences of this, but looking over at Ace and Crown, be like, I don't believe we have much time of.
Then we take the chances. We have to. We can't.
Which
I mean,
one
not
of
the
you
mushrooms,
is-
not the mushrooms, but we gotta at least try to talk to him first, and then, of course, I don't like that idea at all. I could try to talk to him. I'm not good with words though.
Just be careful. I kind of spit in his face, so he's infected too now. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go lay down.
you've missed a lot, Froen. Oh, speaking of which, do you have the
Yeah. Ron's gonna give him back the sending necklace.
They'll put it back around his neck and be like, kind of like sigh of relief, be like, oh, you do not know what would happen if I lost this.
I took care of it. Don't worry. And your
Well, that's-
father's fine, Briar. All in one piece.
Barely.
Well, that's good because I would kill you if it was any other way.
Yeah, I know.
Been established.
Everything was fine.
All right. Well, Rowan's gonna go talk to Almasar.
All
He's
right,
gonna-
Amansar
he's
is
just gonna be
working
kind of
away
like-
on the different
I'm gonna go
concoctions.
with you.
Rowan's just gonna kind of like, I don't even know what to say at this point. Like,
Just tell him what you learned, what we learned about him, and we'll go
So-
from there.
excuse me, Almasar.
Yes,
You got a second?
work and
I know you-
talk as he's kind of
Yeah.
pouring
Okay.
concoctions
Um,
together and stuff.
Rowan is gonna go into, just to save time again, just to kind of tell him everything he knows about the curses, everything in regards to the sickness, whatever, and just see his reaction to that.
And you're gonna tell him that you know about his daughter.
I was gonna wait. I was gonna wait for that. I'm not gonna tell him that. I'm just gonna tell him everything that I know about all the sicknesses first, and see how he reacts to that.
And are you telling him that you talked to the Order of Heroes?
Yes. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell him that.
So he
But I'm not going to
kind
say
of-
anything about his daughter at
he
all.
kind of-
yet.
Oh, have they just figured that out? Have they? How is their cure coming along? He kind of like laughs to himself. Pouring
They're
stuff
working on
together.
it.
Working on it. Yes. Them and I both.
They said you're good at what you're at and what you do. So
I am.
we trust you. And,
Thank you.
They also told me a little more.
Did they?
Rowan's going to kind of look to Karan and
How is your
do.
cure? Oh, no, go. I thought you were done.
they told me about your daughter. And how they're very regretful. It's unfortunate.
You see,
that it
as you
happened.
tell him this, he kind of stops and what he's doing, like the busy movements and stuff, kind of sets the vials down and puts his hands to his side.
How is that coming?
He kind of peers over at the urn. No luck, unfortunately.
What can we do to help you?
I'm trying to invent a potion that has never been invented before. Something that's never been done before. How do
Is there
you
anything?
not only remove a petrification, but also remove a petrification when they've been crushed into dust and they are no longer in their whole form?
So would any of us know about what true resurrection does? Since
Probably
we
not.
technically
It's a very, very
saw it.
uncommon thing.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we would know the whole extent of it since we technically saw it with Dominicus.
I was going to say, would, Karun be familiar with the concept, of not how to do it, obviously.
Something like that would be legend or myth. Like, it's just be something that just probably doesn't exist. Realistically, it'd be like super, like, people don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, like with the resurrection we saw performed, there was a body and it was recent.
Even
True
that was
resurrection is
miraculous. Even that
yes,
was
exactly.
miraculous.
True resurrection would be
See
like
it.
legendary, so that could probably be the only thing.
When they told me what happened, sorry for you.
Don't. It's my fault. I shouldn't have let her come along with me. Anyway.
Sure, that's what she wanted, right?
Yes, of course. She loved to adventure. She loved to go out with Papa on his scavenger hunts.
I used to follow my dad everywhere, even though he told me not to.
I can relate.
So it's one thing seeing your parents do their work, right? She was proud of what you did. She wanted to learn it too. Do you think she'd be proud of you now?
Who I've become?
Yeah.
Probably not. She wouldn't understand. She was naive. The things that you have to do to get by in this world.
But you still made her proud at the end of the day, didn't you?
I know she admired me a lot. My prowess and the things that I could do, the tricks that I could do with cute little potions and stuff like that. She was on her way to developing an interest in it herself.
Can you make her proud in this moment? By letting us help you.
Roll a persuasion check.
I think Rowan has a negative in persuasion.
So I'm gonna
No,
help
I
her
actually
out
don't.
here.
I don't. I have a.
Asher's gonna speak up at that point, be like, but my wife is recently pregnant, and I
We all hear
really
that?
would like.
What's
Yeah.
the
I'm trying
heal?
to- I just hope that one day I never have to make those decisions. But I really hope we can make it through this and our children could be better than us.
Or outlive us. Don't let them become an adventurer.
Sometimes it finds them.
And sometimes it kills them.
What was your roll on your persuasion?
It was a 13. Just flat. I thought it was gonna be a 12 because but he just has a flat to his charisma, so it's a 13.
Listen, I appreciate the sentiment, but I truly don't think that there's much anybody can help me with.
I'll
It
just
would
say the
only
word.
slow me down having to explain things and explain what I'm trying to accomplish,
Okay.
what I'm looking for. I work faster this way. Even Tilly ran into that all the time. She would run around the shop, Papa this, Papa that. What does this do? What can I do? What can I help?
Well, I'll let you at it, but keep her in mind when you're
And
working on this.
I'm
sometimes
close.
a fresh perspective.
I think I'm close.
How are people aware of these mushrooms having these properties?
It is hard to get it to isolate into the curse removal aspect of it. So that is part of it. You have to I could explain all of this, but you have to isolate the curse aspect, but also maintain the constituents of the removed disease as well, because they counteract and conflict with each other. So that is why it is so deadly. It is why it is something that historically, when plagues have taken over, that they're so tragic.
What if we were to use magic to cure the poison after the curse is removed?
It has to be both at the same time. They have to balance each other, so you have to get the consistency right. And he kind of looks over at Briar like a cake.
I do not know why you think I am a baker, okay? I'm proficient in this kind of shit. But while
You've
we're
never made it clear that you have any kind of experience in potion
I
making.
tr-
It's always just
I
been Karan
try.
and Asher.
Okay, so before we leave you alone to finish, because I've tried to tell you a few times now, I know what the fuck I am doing with potions, but you keep insisting that I am a fucking baker. Anyway, with what my compatriots are looking like, do you think we need to? Are they getting close? Do we need to bind them? How close are we to testing? Do you think like a few hours? Trying to keep you safe so you can finish. So please cooperate. I'm trying not to kill you right now.
I don't know. You'll have to ask them how they feel.
Charon Ace, are you feeling very much undead right now?
Doorsteps. I imagine I feel about as well as I look, based on your reaction earlier.
I feel great. I feel
Well, actually, you were vomiting black things, so I think we should probably do a thing with.
it's just phlegm in the back, the throat. Just I drank a lot of maple syrup. That's what it is. Maple syrup. It's just
Now is not the time to feign health, Dom.
Sir, I think if you get to the point where you want to test it out, I would do it on the big one first, because he has been projectile vomiting black ooze.
yeah. I have right on my mouth onto the ground.
We are here if you need anything.
Mhm. Just let him get back to work.
Marnsar goes back to the jar and does his thing in the jar. Goes back to work in the potioning.
Briar's gonna tiptoe over to Asher, grab his shirt, and tiptoe out, and be like, "I don't want to be excited," and she's shaking him, but congratulations.
I haven't had a chance to. Let's just say Coria doesn't currently know.
What the hell, Wolf Boy?
I had a vision from my god after the. Wait a second. We'll discuss this. I need to try something. And Asher's gonna walk away and try to find a quiet patch, and he's gonna try to basically put out a prayer to ask his god if maybe she can grant advice on how to make a potion.
Roll me B100. Just free commune, no big deal.
35?
Huh?
35?
Attempting to meditate in as quiet of place as you can find. Feel a breeze kind of roll across your neck. But it doesn't stop. Moves along. No response.
Then I kind of snap out of it and be like, okay, well, that didn't work. Hopefully I'm gonna look at the back up at Briar, be like, hopefully he is onto something, because I don't know what to do.
Rowan's gonna come down and say, he says he's up to something. He's close. So, we just gotta trust that. But, congratulations.
Again, she doesn't quite know yet.
I'm not gonna say nothing. But congrats.
I'm more concerned about how sick Ace has been. He is very strong.
You never got sick, right, Asher? Wait, did you?
I just had the spores, which kind of why I was thinking maybe the spores prevented it, but
I have no idea what the hell is going on. I'm gonna be honest, I'm so lost. There's sickness, something with spores, and then there's those things. God, those things are terrifying. Yeah. I'm gonna go sit down. If you guys need anything, I'll just be over there. Rowan's gonna kind of sit by the front door and just around. Taking a minute. Not going a
Asher's
million
gonna like
miles an hour.
walk up beside you and like just sit right next to you and just kind of head against the wall and just stare up and be like, I have never felt more useless in my life.
I went to the rings hoping to find something, get some sort of information. I mean, I got information, but I was hoping there was going to be some sort of result. There wasn't.
Yeah, be like, you did more than anyone else could hear. All we've been doing is just twiddling our thumbs. We should have never sent you, but we were all very worried.
I was worried about you guys. I don't know what's going on. I thought maybe they got into the hands too. Briar, what do you think we should do with Dom and Karan? Do you think we should just be safe?
I unfortunately think I want to bind Dom.
Bye bye.
Oh.
Can't. He's gone. You can't.
Yeah.
Brian's gone.
Yep.
Karan left.
I mean, if we had shackles, I'm worried about him. What if he can still use his his magic? While he's one of those things. He teleported already. I'm concerned for the safety of everybody.
Can Rowan maybe be able to support that theory with that one that was smart and was still capable of moving?
Yeah.
Doing
All of
things
them,
he
even the
told
one that knocked on the door in the middle of the night of that one home.
Can I hear this?
I'd say you guys are all close enough vicinity, aren't you? Kind of just hanging out.
Oh no, I stayed inside. It's been sitting there the whole time. for the
Okay.
most part.
They get smart. They stay mentally the same. I saw one open up a lock, a door, knock on a door. A woman or a person let that in. So it's possible, Briar, that Ace could still, Dom could still.
This is very troubling.
Operate. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do
You
that.
might have to be prepared to.
I'll go talk to Dom. Ron's gonna stand up and start making his way to Dom. Knowing, like, kind of a little bit of urgency, a little bit scared, like, just want to be careful. I'm just gonna go look for Dom.
Where are you, Dom?
Well, that was the question, because I was kind of curious if I could hear all of that, so I don't quite know where I'm at.
What were you guys having this conversation?
Right outside. We're out, like, by the front door. Like,
Wherever you want to be.
I imagine Dom's like on the other side of the door.
He's on
Just
Like, both of
listening
us
to
are
all
like-
of this. Listening to all of this, like, with his head against the wall, like, oh my god, what the doing? Yeah. I mean, if Holson's all right with it, yeah, with him hearing that, he's gonna, like, as you say that, kind of just walk out of the door and kind of like match eyes with you, and just kind of sigh. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. I'll see myself out of here. Just, I'll go find safety somewhere else away. I
No,
can't.
We're not
I
saying
can't.
that. We're saying
No,
we're gonna
I
bind you, keep you here. You're gonna get tested. You're gonna be the first one.
Yeah, but you bind me, and then what if I have this magic, like Briar said, and I get out?
then I levitate you like a balloon.
We'll figure it out, but you're not going nowhere.
We're all sticking to. We will see this through together.
I couldn't live with myself if I hurt one of you, though.
You're taking. You're my brother.
We
I'm not
will-
going anywhere.
We won't
That's
no
true.
one will get hurt. We will find a cure for this.
No chance Elena saw this one coming as well, huh?
I don't know.
Never
She might-
know.
She might have. I don't know. Rowan's gonna kind of take off his backpack and pull out his rope.
I don't believe that's necessary yet. We still have a few hours.
Eh,
We
It's
don't know.
worse.
We don't know how much time he has, Asher.
How about this? I'll let you know. If I don't have control over my body, or I'm starting to have the itch, I don't know what you want to call it, I'll let you know. I'll do it myself.
So keep in mind you're in kind of the early stages of the second day. So you would know at least that when you arrived, the people that turned the next day, the next evening, were near the end of the second day. They were at the end of the second day when you encountered them coming through the rings or coming through the fingers. So it was sometime in that next day that they turned.
So,
It
okay,
seems to
just
be.
to clarify, we got into town. I tried to heal that dude. He was in probably the end of the second day, and then we spent a full day at the bar, right? So
And by that
They
point, they had
turn
turned.
during that time. So
We're
between
talking
48
like
and
a couple
72 hours, you
hours.
will turn.
We're talking.
Yeah.
We're talking like in a couple hours. You are going to turn.
We'll be entering.
You have the rest of the
potential.
day, at least.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, presumably.
Presumably, the end of the day after will be
Some
48 hours.
point, yes.
So between 48 and 72 hours is when we will transform.
Taking accountability when you did get the contagion.
Mhm.
The timer is ticking then.
is there a jail cell that you could put us in?
I
eh,
don't believe that would hold magic very well.
there is the place with the spores, but you will be continuously sick. I don't think that's a good idea.
We're gonna have to gamble on this one. Ultimately, it's up to you, Dom. We can't. I'm not gonna do anything against your will.
I will.
You will. I won't.
I will.
No,
Man.
I will. If this happens today, if you think you're vomiting and you're playing it off still, I mean, for good humor, I need you to be 100% serious, okay? Don't laugh it off. Don't play it down. We need to know how sick you are.
I'll say at this point, Dom and Karan, neither of you have ever felt out of control of your devices at this point. Just the coughing, just the sickness and lethargy and the extreme
Fever dreams.
Yeah. Just
I get
It's
it.
not
I
good.
get it. I feel sick, but I am still in control of myself.
The moment that starts to change, then we'll take action, but let us know immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stay out here. let them kind of do their thing in there. Mamasar. And is Karun helping him? But I don't know if Karun is maybe standing by to help a little bit.
Just watching.
The last time that I talked to him, I basically presented as, I'll be here, if not to assist you, then to at least be an hourglass to let you know how much time you have left.
He's
But
sick
Rowan is-
himself.
Oh no, exactly. If I go down, that's also going to impress upon him how much time he has left to finish up for his own accord.
All right. What would you guys like to do? Morning is young. By this point, I mean, we're like late morning, early afternoon.
Rowan's gonna take some of his ration and start eating some jerky and peanuts.
As some time passes, kind of waiting around, Ace or Dom and Karun, go ahead and take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
I don't like sitting here.
This has been the last few days. I trying to. At some point, we need to get Corey and the family out, but for now, they can handle themselves, I hope.
They can handle themselves fine. Wrong. Yeah, you're
And the Nermina.
yeah.
Yeah, Korea. She's
Yeah. And your mom, Briar. Badass.
Mm-hmm.
Zagya's fine. They're all right. I think anybody would be pretty freaking stupid to go in that place. I'll be real. But my heart's racing.
we
That
don't
clock
have
is ticking.
much.
Time.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do?
Yeah, is there literally anything you can do?
you guys see as very coyly Dom has kind of walked towards the edge of the street, kind of looks back at you guys, see if anybody's watching, and kind of tries to sneak away.
Hey.
But it's very obvious. You do see
Dom.
it.
Dom. And Rowan's gonna take his rope and kind of start knotting it like a lasso. Dom. Dom, come on back. Where are you going?
I'm just going out for a walk. I gotta get some fresh air.
Yeah, well,
How are
stay
you feeling?
here.
I think we're about to put you down in a cage, Dom.
I'm fine. I need to get away, clear my head a little bit.
No,
All
no.
of us do, but you. So does Dominicus look like visibly fucked up? Like on death's door?
Just like the people that you saw on the fingers. I mean, the same kind of fever, kind of blackness under the eyes, kind of every now and then spitting up the blood that you've seen. But I mean, he seems cognizant at the moment.
I'm gonna look to Briar holding that makeshift lasso.
We are going to go get him now. Dom, listen, and we're walking forward, and she's grabbing Rowan. I will use the rope if needed.
Well,
Dom,
right, here
let
we
me
go.
let me tell you how unsmart that this is. And she's getting it ready. You walk away and you change, and then you get a lot of people. What about that baby we saved earlier? What if
I
you get the baby
know,
sick?
I
Stop.
know,
Mm?
I know, and that's why I need to separate myself from everyone else.
You're
You
stuck.
don't. I'm literally a ticking time bomb at this
Okay.
point.
Where are you gonna go? You're stuck in here. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna-
stick.
I'm gonna go up to the front gate and I'm gonna tell them that I'm infected. They're gonna open up the gates and I'm gonna walk out of Lake
They're
Grass.
gonna take care of you, and not in the way you want. At least let us take care of you in the meantime. Would you
at
much
least-
rather us help you, or you
Sure.
just gonna walk away before we can even get a chance? Dom, please,
Trust.
no back.
Briar's in front of you with the lasso. Now listen, I can either tie you like a pig, like hug tie you, or you can step into it, and I'm really thinking of hog tying you and having the dog drag you back.
I'm
Stop.
gonna lean forward after like a second thought.
It,
Actually, break through.
it hurts to laugh. Stop.
It's like a
I-
second thought, like, oh yeah, maybe that wasn't such the best idea.
Go,
No.
come on, stupid,
No.
let's go.
Dom, you're risking others. I understand. I know what you're trying to do, but you're risking others while you're trying to do this.
Dominicus, we are in this together. We would have figured this out together. And with that, I'm going to cast Healing Word at level 1 on him. See if that helps any.
Cast what?
Healing Word.
Okay, go ahead.
So that is max. That is 8 points of health.
8 points of health.
Does that
It seems
heal
like a little
me?
bit of blood returns to his peaked state, but you still feel extremely exhausted and that extreme sense of lethargy and sickness. But you're healed a little bit more, HP wise.
So
It's
you're
just
full
still
HP.
kind of slowly ticking away.
Alright,
Come on back.
whatever you guys need.
Need you to just relax. Kick back with us. We don't like this much as you do.
If I hurt one of you, I'm gonna haunt your asses. I'm just especially you, pointing at Briar.
And she's gonna swing the lasso. I have it coming, to be fair.
You do have it coming. I will haunt the fuck out of you.
You should actually try to eat me first. And she's like swinging the lasso. She's standing behind him to make sure he's walking back in front of her. She's like, "You're not running away."
The talk with all this spreading, like, kind of triggers a thought for Rowan a little bit. Because he was around them. I don't know, like, that's even possible. Like,
That was kinky, by the way. He's just gonna walk right past you guys. Just sit down in his chair and just kind of put his hand in his face.
Yeah, as you guys walk in, you see Karan also in a pretty desperate state. Looking really pale.
Asher's gonna walk up and be like, "Run, we're on the edge," and also cast Healing Word at level 1.
That was the kind of say I'm in the process of trying to heal myself. I do have.
So that's 6 points of health.
all right.
6 points of
Asher,
health.
do you mind just doing a once over on me just to make sure I'm still good? I don't know what the hell all I went through over there.
He's gonna stop and be like, "Give me a
Still-
moment. I'm
Or,
Perhaps.
or
Did,
does somebody else can do that?
I can do it. It'll take about 10 minutes or so."
do you want me to, Asher? I can do it.
if you could check over all of us.
So, with my last eye of the day, I would like to check everyone in the room for necromancy aura.
I rolled with Allie in private for Rowan a Constitution saving throw, and Rowan is clear.
My God.
Okay. Asher and Briar.
Also clear.
Oh, by the gods, you guys are so good.
Brown's
Well,
gonna-
it's because we're not touching you.
Well, you're thinking about it.
Okay, I think it's time to put him in the
Bro
dungeon.
is gonna
maybe.
laugh. Bro is gonna laugh. He's gonna go behind Briar and kind of like laugh at Ace. That's good.
That is also kinky, Briar.
Not gonna laugh like
Amansar.
Gloria.
She's gonna stalk in.
In the midst
Okay,
of, in the midst
Go.
of your laughing, Dom gonna cough up some more. Go ahead and subtract 5 HP.
Okay.
Blind as well, 5 HP.
Jesus.
No.
Don't have fun. Quit laughing.
I'm gonna
No fun. No
I'm gonna
fun.
touch
Laughter is not the medicine.
I'm gonna touch Ace, heal him with another cure wound, so
Oh, jeez Louise.
that's
Good
gonna
lord.
be 9.
Wow.
So
Holson,
9.
with the downtime we've had, would it be safe to say that Rowan took a short rest?
Sure. Everybody took a short rest. Except our sick people.
what good was it gonna do us anyway?
okay. Briar wants to see where Amansar is. Amansar, our people are running out of time, and I'm thinking about throwing them in the cellar below. How close are you, do you think?
I have different concoctions brewing. It is now a waiting game. And then I have to see which ones are efficacious.
Do you have menticles or maybe anything you've ever made we could use to bind them? So, because now that I'm thinking about it, if we put them down in the cellar, we still have to try to give them this medicine eventually. And they're going to be all, which probably is not good for delivering medicine.
I don't really partake in surgery, so I don't really have anything to bind people, unfortunately.
Is there anything that we might need? Rowan's gonna walk up. Is there anything that we might need to go get to prep for this?
Surgery. Is there a medical treatment area where maybe we could find something like that?
That kind of medical treatment would have been done at Ista over in the rings. But,
Okay.
just rope.
Bind us with rope.
We got tons
Ooh.
of that.
We can do Caron with rope, but Ace is special.
Do you have any like
Stop it.
shackles of any kind? Anything that could? He's a tough guy.
How much rope do we have?
About
I have
100 foot.
50 feet.
I have 100 foot.
I have
You
15.
don't just have to bind his arms and legs. You could
Literally
clean
wrap
his
him.
whole body.
Like a mummy.
Sorry, Ace, but
This is
I find
sounding
that-
more and more interesting.
well, so long as you're not off-put by it. Tell me,
is-
Amansar, if I may, is one of your concoctions trying to infuse the spores of the corpse room with a potion that can sustain life?
No. What do you mean? Preserve life.
Precisely. Just shots in the dark, but you said that you need to find a way to deliver simultaneously what the mushroom provides, yet also deal with the adverse side effects of the mushroom. You can't have both components separate from each other. They have to be simultaneous.
Yes, the issue there is it's not as simple as combining the ingredients of a potion of cure disease and a potion of remove curse. You have to use whole new ingredients and whole new constituents to make sure that it binds correctly and forms the new potion that you need. So it is discovering something new that combines those in an efficacious manner. Unfortunately, the ingredients tend to combat each other, so you have to find something that nullifies the harmful effects to the other ingredient, and the ingredients can work together in harmony and synergistically and rather than combatively.
It's too bad you can't do like you can calm people down, Karan. You can do something like that to the actual bacteria itself.
If it was something that could be influenced, but it's to say that it's more a spell, a curse. It doesn't have an entity that I can calm now. If I could impart that into something, perhaps, but that's treating a symptom of being infected. It's not solving the infection itself. The reason I asked was, again, you're more than welcome to administer what you'd like to try. If I know what it is you're administering, at least maybe I can give you some semblance of empirical feedback.
And when that time comes, they must brew. For the moment.
Of course.
By this point, we have approached late evening. If there's anything
Okay.
we'd like to do before we attempt long rests.
It is time to start binding you up. And do you guys want to wear masks while we do this? Would that
Gloves.
even help?
Gloves.
Gloves. I am sorry. We need gloves so we can try to keep us protected, yes?
I need
Yes,
a bed.
He kind of points over.
I'm not going to be tied to a chair.
No. We're going to tie you like this, and then we push you into a bed. Okay? It'll be fine.
You are in some kind of... You're not getting anywhere near me with rope. I will let Rowan and Asher do it. I don't
Oh,
know
it's
what your thought.
It's okay. I planned on taking care of Carol anyways.
Nah.
I was going
Ron.
to say, I can bind him.
That's a
Amansar, seeing
good
as we're
idea.
brewing, could you perform a simple bind? My arms and legs. Trust me, I haven't the strength that Dominicus has. I shouldn't
Yeah.
need anything too much.
I'll help in any way you guys want. Rowan's gonna go ahead and take the bandana, wrap it high up on his face like RL. He's gonna mimic kind of a little bit of RL, a little bit with the bandana, and then go to RL. Said he had gloves, right?
Yeah, he handed you some. Well,
Okay.
pointed them out to you. He is also infected, so let's
Yeah.
keep this in mind.
Rowan's gonna take the gloves and put them on and tuck them into his armor, I guess, and sleeves. All right, Briar, if you don't mind handing me my rope.
Here you go.
All right, guys.
And as you walk up the stairs, you hear boom, chicka, boom, wow, boom, boom.
Rowan's gonna kinda peek back down. Rowan's gonna. You can see him smiling a little bit. Not shaking his head.
What is up with her lately?
I don't know. Rowan's gonna start unloosening the rope, and I really don't want to do this, guys. I wish I would have found something.
Yeah.
Karun. Rowan's gonna kind of roll Karun one of the binded bundles of Rowan's rope to him. I'm gonna, you have rope, or are you using?
I have 50 feet myself.
Okay, so I'll keep it then. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on Ace. I'm done.
So wait, you're gonna bind Ace and me then?
I'm gonna bind you.
Okay.
Isn't that what we discussed?
Oh yeah, no. I just yeah, cool. That's fine.
No. I'll help you if you need. But...
Well, I can't bind myself. Yeah, no.
Okay. I'll bind. If you need
I'm a
help with Ace,
magician.
I'll help with
Uh-oh.
Ace. I'll help. And I'll bind. I'm binding you for sure at the end.
Okay. I figured that I would bind Ace up under direction, and then Amansar could bind me, so that way only infected people aren't touching. But
That's
you
true.
have the protections.
Monsar could do that because he's infected already.
I
Mhm.
want to take the time away from him to do that. Focus on the.
He's just letting things brew now. He's not really working on
Yes.
anything.
Oh, he's not.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're waiting
He's
for things to
letting
brew, which is why he can't
concoctions.
test anything on me yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just let us do that
Yeah.
thing.
I'm gonna go back down. But Rowan's still gonna stay up there if anybody needs help. Rowan's still gonna go up there and see if anybody needs help. Rowan's Amansar. Do you mind helping? Then Rowan's
No
gonna
problem.
gesture to the room.
Yep.
Thank
Helps
you.
you.
Here,
And,
Mansar. And he'll like throw him some rope. You can take some revenge out. Like woman, I know I've been kind of harsh with you, and I didn't know the full situation with your daughter. I apologize. If you would have told her, I would have tried to help. Any way I could have. Kind of past that now, as I'm gonna probably die, but you know, it's
Don't say that.
It is fine.
he kind of ties you. He's gentle about it. He's not like he's stern and kind of rough about it, but he's not being like rough or mean about it. Just like making sure
I'll
it's secure.
assist to speed it up.
Rowan's gonna lean him against the wall, visibly worried, watching you guys just getting tied up. Keeping his hands to himself very much, but still watching, worried.
We want to take long rests.
Once him and I are secure, sure, yeah.
You guys are nice and secured.
Should we sing a song while we're here? Do you know anything? Sail me be on my way.
I'm surprised, honestly, that you must sing.
It's so
My
terrible.
throat is voltage. Tell you what,
This is the
perhaps
death
after.
song. So my boy.
Oh, it's killing me now.
Karan removes the dagger and cuts his ropes and cuts his own throat.
Rowan's gonna shut the door behind him, and he's just gonna shake his head, hearing. You wanna hear a song?
There is no door. Door is still kicked
Oh,
off the
it's
hinges.
still open?
Yeah, we're not
Oh,
actually
we're
like
just
upstairs. We're
doing-
on the main floor.
Oh, no,
Upstairs
no,
is like his like
That's his
sleeping
place.
area.
That's his space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
Oh wait,
just,
did you
like,
take him in the
standing-
basement? Is that what the plan was?
No,
Okay.
I think the plan was to take him up
Just
in his
watch him.
bedroom,
Oh,
but
we'll be
I
in a
thought-
good
Yeah.
enough
Soft limits,
position to be kicked into the basement if necessary, I imagine. Especially Dom. Just throw him down the stairs.
All right, we're doing any kind of watches to
Yeah,
watch
Asher
over
will
the
take the-
sickies.
Asher will take first watch, kind of keeping an eye on him
Yeah.
and the door, making sure no one comes in.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys each do a watch, then I can take the fourth one. I just need to get my elf rest.
Take the second watch then. After Asher.
I'll take the third.
You ain't watching anything, man. You're restrained right now.
Just pull him out.
Should have blinded him.
pull him out, and he's just laying there.
Yeah, honestly, I think you restrained and prone. I think is what you get.
Oh wow.
Yep. You are currently restrained.
Yay.
So who's taking the first watch?
Be me.
Second, let's see here.
Dominicus over there trying to take third watch while he's blindfold. We blindfold him. He's like, oh, I'm just guessing. I guess everything is okay.
The first part of the night. Oh, I dropped my earbud. Goes by unimpeded. It seems as though Karan has kind of entered his trance, and Dominicus has entered a semblance of sleep in the very uncomfortable bindings that hold them. Who's taking the next watch?
Rowan's gonna take the second watch.
Second watch. Karan for this second half of the watch. Actually, I'll just combine them together when you guys are both fully awake. Because you only need 4 hours. He needs the full 8. Rowan.
Yes.
Nothing too odd in the middle of this watch. This will end the next part, which will be the lastly Briar watching the last portion of this watch as you trade places several moments in. Karan's trance now ends for the long rest here.
Rowan's gonna sit right next to Briar. I'm gonna sleep right here if that's alright with you.
Oh yes, it's of course. Just stay awake for like 10 more minutes. Let me. And she's going to cast as a ritual alarm at the front door to kind of like.
During that time, Rowan is just gonna kind of talk her ear off on how cool her dad is, and just kind of like just maybe like exchange like little story, like tell her what happened, and then her maybe tell stories about her dad. Like Rowan's just in total awe of RL and how badass he is.
Yes, that's a very impressive crush. My dad tends to have that effect on people. Oh, you should have seen the type of shenanigans we got in our trees back home.
If whenever you got the time.
Yeah, I'd be happy to throw you through some trees like my dad did me.
What? Okay. Sure.
Run. As your trance ends, you feel an even more severe despondence of lethargy. You do complete your long rest, but you will not recover your HP.
Okay.
So remember your HP that you're at, and you will not recover from. You will not recover from the exhaustion. You will add 3 more points of exhaustion.
Do we need to like roll any kind of Constitution saving throw or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
This is fate. Shot. All right.
What is
we're
fate?
at exhaustion. Something inevitable.
It's okay. It's okay.
So yeah, I just
So you're
clicked
on
off
your
all my
fifth
spells and
point of exhaustion, correct?
yeah, which means that currently Ace and I disadvantage on everything. Oh, our hit point maximum is halved, and we can't move. Wait, that's for both of us exactly, right? He got.
It will
3
be
as
when
well
he
as
wakes
myself.
up. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
All right, so
and on top of that, go ahead and subtract 5 HP.
oh, okay.
Me?
Nope, not yet. Well, you will. Go ahead. If you want to go ahead and add this stuff, this is what awaits you when you wake up. So go ahead and do it. You
All right, let's
take
see.
the long
You said
rest, so all of
minus
your
how
abilities and
much?
stuff, you get those. That's good. That's fine. But you'll be on 5th level, and you're on 4 HP. Is that what you said?
How much more damage are we taking now? 5?
You were just taking 5, yeah.
5. Okay, so now well, first I had to balance myself out for already having been damaged but having my HP, and now I'm taking 5 damage. 5.
Okay, you guys got
Okay,
like
I
how
have
much
6
HP
HP.
left? 6 and
6
5?
HP.
Yeah, you guys are 6 and 4. You got plenty. Plenty. Yeah, Karun is just kind of vomiting out this black, almost the blood part of it has just become almost entirely black at this point.
Gnarly.
By the end of this rest, you do get the sense that Karun is like almost struggling to breathe and kind of this sense of kind of hyperventilating a bit. At the end
I'm
of
gonna try to muster a prayer
your,
of healing still.
you're going to what?
Try and muster a prayer of healing
Okay,
still.
you may do so.
Okay, cool. So that's gonna be for you and I.
Okay.
That is 6. And this is 6. That's 12 plus. So this would be 18 for me, 17 for you.
Wow.
For
Nice.
me?
Mhm.
Wow.
It's 2d8 plus 4 plus 2 for my near mini to me and plus 1 to you because you're not an elf. You know.
Hammock and chat. The emotes. I just know so he posted the blacked out versions of the emotes like they're dead. That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay. So you feel a little bit of revitalization HP wise, but you are in a hard way exhaustion wise.
Yeah.
So at the end of this, as morning comes, the end of this last watch here that Briar has taken, Dominicus comes to as well and kind of coughs up some of the black ooze, same as Quran.
Briar.
Still
just going out.
cognizant for the most part.
Briar's gonna walk up to Charon and look at him.
You can say something.
If it's the last thing you hear me say. Charon, I love you. We're going to do everything we can.
Thank you, Raya. I love you like a sister.
She's
That's about all I
gonna
can manage.
She's gonna walk up to Amensar. So how is the brew looking?
As you look around, you see the different concoctions of different kind of consistencies and colors, and on this kind of, what is the like the tray of vials kind of thing?
A flight tray.
A flight tray. Okay.
Yeah,
You're so
we're not-
excited about that. Oh.
Drinking.
Flight tray.
There's a scientific way of
Bombs.
finding that out.
A scientific
Sorry.
flight tray.
There it is. Fancy
Yes.
flight
Too
tray.
brag, but
Sorry.
Of the 5 places for vials, the 5th one is empty. And you see as he takes a drink from a vial.
Ron's gonna kind of go up to the counter and just watch him. Oh,
Why did you drink that one and not any of the others? Why that one?
Kind of pulls out another vial. Because it was the cure. He takes a drink and vanishes.
Oh,
can I cast detect magic?
Sure.
I cast detect magic. Do I see him invisible?
You do. You see him exiting through the front door.
He's.
I have alarm on the front door.
Alarm goes off.
Asher's going to earn Wolfie Boy.
Be a dog. Get him now.
Does Rowan the first vial he drank? Does it look familiar to any of the other ones?
There are rolled up scrolls on each of the in front of each of the vials. He left the scroll that is in front of the empty space.
I guess Rowan's just gonna try to go make sense of it.
Show me, Rowan.
Yeah. And Rowan's gonna take the one scroll and just go up to Karan and hold it up to his face to read it.
I make sense of it in my state.
I will show on the Twitch screen, if you want to look up there where the character cards are, there is a formula that corresponds to those symbols to different ingredients labeled on different vials.
Okay, don't forget, I'm not just good for making cake. I am shit at cake.
It's a word puzzle.
Sorry, I'm writing this down.
We all are.
I've solved it.
I've solved it.
Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. Second symbol from top to bottom. First symbol. Fifth symbol. Fourth symbol. Third symbol. I hope.
So. Blind? Not Karan.
Okay.
In which order did Karan talk to Rowan?
The word I can tell you the word I'm trying to spell.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
go ahead.
Yep, I have that up too.
Resurrection? Resurrection.
Reconstitute.
Reconstitute.
Reconstitute. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So either it's that obvious or I missed something and I'm about to kill myself.
So Econ
So the second symbol, the first symbol,
IT.
the fifth symbol, the fourth symbol, the third symbol. If you're numbering from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, but with that, Rowan's gonna be like, gonna go up to Briar. Here you go. This is it.
Okay. Okay.
Do your shit.
Yeah. All right.
Let me know what you need.
Go
Do you
grab.
have an
Hmm?
Do you have an alchemist kit?
I have a poisoner's kit,
Oh,
but he.
I'm gonna go grab.
But
What's his
he-
name? I'm gonna go grab.
But we're in his thing. He should have all of that there, right?
I would assume so.
He has all the tools here. So go get to that piece of shit, the coward, and tell Astra I need him over here. He's good with potions
Yeah,
too.
Asher is
Yeah.
wolf form, trying to like basically pounce on him as soon as he gets a scent.
Yeah.
Roll perception check.
Rowan's chasing
Yes.
after Asher and
Meanwhile, Briar's going right behind the thing, pulling out vials from her poisoner's
Not
kit.
20.
Not 20.
let's go.
I hate you. I hate you. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you kids and your stupid dog. Dang it. You kind of quickly and just bite down on his leg, and I guess I'll make a strength saving throw whether he falls or not. Yep, nope, I failed. Okay.
So
Rowan's
he's
gonna-
just
that
like
one.
paws on both of his shoulders, like breathing into his face.
You
Asher,
don't see him, but you can smell him.
Rowan's gonna kind of follow up behind it with that little lasso, and he's going to kind of follow up right behind Asher. And I don't know where he is, but I can safely assume. And Rowan's just gonna kind of open up the circle up a little higher, and he's gonna kind of just trail up to where his heels could be, right underneath Asher. Kind of gesture him underneath his heels, just kind of begin to start hog tying him, and even
Let's say
in his
easy enough you
invisibility.
do manage to restrain him. All right, whatever.
I'm gonna throw him on the back of. I'm gonna do my best to try not touch his physical skin. Rowan's very kind of like cautious about this. He's gonna kind of just wrap him up, just like how Ace is, and just throw him on the back of Asher.
Success. Cool. Good for you.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna kind of give like an over the arm hug to Asher. Good job.
Potion time.
Potion
Alright,
time.
Let's get on back. I think we got a cure. Ryer's working on it. Let's
So
go.
Asher's gonna, as soon as he gets back in, he's just gonna like shake off hard to where he like slams him against the wall, essentially, and then revert back to human form.
Is he
kind
still
of-
invisible?
The invisibility starts to fade. Seems to have only lasted a minute. He kind of looks around.
Were you planning on doing?
Getting away.
Yeah. And doing what? Running away. Helping.
Obviously,
trust
there's nothing left for me in the rings.
We trusted you. Ron's just gonna stand up. Yeah, I'm disappointed. And he's gonna walk away and start and going up to Briar. Do you need help with anything?
I think we got this. I think we can. We're going to have to make probably a lot for everybody, but let's start with our best friends first. And she's gonna start. What? Do I need a roll? Like,
Reconstitute. You figured it out. Or so you think. Make a potion in that order.
Do you need me to help kind of pick out the vials?
Yes. Asher.
And now it needs to brew.
okay, let's all do this together. Let's make as many. Well, wait. We should test this first.
We do not have time. Let's just get them
Sure.
going. I
Girls
would
going.
say for this piece of shit to help. And he's gonna kind of look at Monsar and look at the group and be like, and he's
We
gonna
will
grab him by
need
the collar
many.
and he's just gonna pull him to his face and be like, "Your daughter deserved much better than you." And he's gonna push him down the stairs.
Jeez. let me roll some damage for him.
If we needed you, you would have stayed.
Asher. Karun's calling you.
Sorry, Karan, but what can help?
Yeah.
Karan.
Proficiency with alchemy.
And
It was mainly to
Dom,
help. Mhm.
go ahead and subtract 8 HP as the coughing fit becomes overwhelming.
Rowan is gonna go over to Amansar, who is kind of like slowly going. He's basically gonna follow him. Maybe continue what Asher was trying to do.
Like pushing him down the stairs.
He's
Rowan's gonna go down to the stairs.
Asher will help Briar basically pump out more of these potions.
Tell me, Amansar, what would your daughter think? As Rowan is kind of taking a step.
I left the formula.
You did. But you left us.
I had
were you
no
going?
guarantee that once I accomplished what you need me to, that I would be safe. I'm leaving to start a new beginning somewhere else.
Rowan's gonna sit on the steps. And just look at him. You weren't. You were safe. The Order felt remorse for you. We would have vouched for you.
Listen, anybody can feel sorry for me. I'm sure you felt sorry for me. I'm sure they felt sorry for me, but they didn't do anything. They let
What
it
are we to
happen.
do? What are we to do? We support you now. You can't take steps back. Take the steps forward, Amansar.
I just don't trust people.
Learn to trust again. We had no ill will against. I had no ill will against you. Rowan's gonna go and try to help him up, even though he's tied up. He's gonna kind of help
Makes
him
his
up.
way up to his legs.
Understand that we were here, looking for the same result.
Not entirely.
Better. Oh. You're right. At the beginning, no. No, we are. Don't run. It only catches up to you. Do you want to try again?
I suppose if you can trust me, then I can trust you. Is that how
I
it
trust
works?
you. Well, do you trust me?
We're having this conversation, which is completely unnecessary. If you were not trustworthy, wouldn't be having this conversation.
No. We wouldn't.
What about the others?
Don't worry about them. You just need to make sure that you don't give them a reason to hate you anymore. I don't blame them. A man who runs is a coward. I see different in you. You're hurt. Can I do an insight check on him?
Yeah.
Mm. 15.
You can kind of tell that when you said that he's different and that he's just hurt, that struck a chord with him. That he kind of reacted to that. So seems like it might be a good assessment.
Come on. Rowan's gonna kind of grab him by the binding in the back for the hog tie and kind of just help him up. And then once they get up to the top of the stairs, he's gonna just kind of gesture him to sit down.
He does so. Kind of looks at each of them and kind of looks almost this kind of like look of shame at Karan and Dominicus.
You can make up for this. Rowan's gonna kind of step away. Briar, do you need anything?
Actually, Imansar, since you're here and she's just like brewing, about how long did it need to brew?
12 hours.
Oh, yeah.
You need to start several in a row. Get them in mass. He kind of shows like down his throat. It worked. It will work. It is the cure.
Okay, that's good to see. And she's just like, she's not even mad. She's just focused on working. And Rowan, if you guard the door just in case he tries to be stupid again, and Mansar, would you help us make a lot? There's so many people that need help.
Rowan is gonna say, he's not gonna be stupid again. And Rowan's gonna look at him and dead in the eyes and then kind of lift him up. And Rowan is going to take his knife and take the rope off, shave the rope, and say, "Make up." And then kind of just not a forceful, like a push, like move forward.
Yeah,
like
he
a
walks
move
over
forward.
and kind of walks, kind of stands beside Briar. Kind of tries like jokingly, let's make a cake.
I was about to make the same joke.
Asher's gonna kind of see that, still mildly annoyed, but he's just gonna like, Rowan, help us through some of these, and he'll kind of walk him through the process.
Rowan is basically going to be doing
the order.
Imagine somebody doing the cutting, like
the prep work.
That's Rowan. He's going to be doing the prep work. That's Rowan. He's going to be kind of helping with that.
Amansar also, depending on how far along the infection of the plague is, will determine the dosage required. Somebody further along would need probably a whole potion. Somebody who's recently infected would not need as much.
Okay, but when we look at Caron and Ace, they're probably about to
Whole
turn.
potion.
So, whole potion, okay, and just working.
I'm gonna use 2 uses of healing word to manage somehow to heal both Ace and myself.
You attempt to do so and try to gather your thoughts in doing so. Roll me an athletics check.
Dominicus, also roll me an athletics check.
Oh no.
What am I rolling for?
Athletics.
Just
Just
Oh, that's-
roll an athletics check.
16.
That'd be a disadvantage because
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, right. Thank you. Thank you for correcting that.
well,
15. Shit. This wasn't a huge drop
Why is it a disadvantage?
because
they're
of
They're
exhaustion.
super
all
exhausted.
all ability checks.
All
are
ability
disadvantage.
checks.
That's exhaustion tier 1. We're at 5.
Yeah. For this, I would say that does not apply.
Okay. Well, 16.
What was yours, Dominicus?
20.
it's a 1.
The
Oh.
1? You rolled a 1? Okay. You see as Karan kind of struggles against the bindings and kind of hyperventilating. You see also as Dominicus kind of comes out of like a lethargic state and also
Does that trigger PTSD in Rowan? Does that trigger PTSD in Rowan?
Yeah, it's similar. Dominicus, go ahead and rage.
Okay.
Rowan's gonna stop what he's doing. He's gonna.
Let's
Anybody
He is
put
still
him to
bound.
sleep?
what happens.
He's still cocooned.
He is very cocooned, by the way.
One second, I gotta pull it up. I'm sorry, guys.
Rowan is going to hop onto the counter.
What is it?
It's number 7. Do you have it pulled up?
Rowan's gonna hop on the counter.
You see where Dominicus is laid. These kind of vines begin to grow out into the room. Some of them have flowers that bloom. It looks pretty, but it's ominous. Why is this happening to Dom currently? Karan, you also have the effects of rage. Not a wild magic rage, but you are currently raging.
Oh,
Um,
all right.
both of you, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Breathing, Rowan is gonna ask
With advantage
Briar-
then?
Not, yes, with your, yes, you would be with advantage because of your rage.
Okay.
Rowan is going to turn to Asher and Briar. Can
That
you
is
put them
a-
to sleep?
4.
That's a dirty 20.
that's prepare. No, I
Does his double? This is like bindings doesn't do anything for this.
Does what?
Does his bindings have any effect on this at all?
It should.
was
it's
your roll?
restrained.
What's your roll?
He had a dirty 20, but I don't know what his first roll was because you rolled advantage. You said right.
Yes.
What was your roll? Both of you?
I had a dirty 20.
You have a dirty 20. And Karan, what did you have in your strength check?
My strength check was a 4.
With advantage?
Okay.
You are also raging, so you have advantage on strength checks.
No,
It's gonna be a 7.
Sure, take the prepping. And Rowan's gonna kind of jump on the counter and pull out his swords. Hearing the breathing, he's gonna ignite the flame tongue, and he's gonna get ready.
Briar is going to misty step to the front door.
Are we still, like, there? Like,
You can try. Say something if you want.
What's that word?
Substantially?
Contain me? Sustain me? That's what
Uh,
you would try to say.
Subdue you?
Subdue me, yeah.
You see as he kind of twitches as if fighting against something as well in this moment. And Kuran kind of the same thing, like straining against the binds and trying to like hulk his way out of them, and this like rage in his eyes as like almost the black blood kind of pours out of the eyes, and the veins kind of pop from their faces.
Have they broken through their bindings?
They have not. You do see a bit of flexion on Dominicus's binds. His nicely wrapped cocoon, you see it kind of pulse.
So Asher, how many? Like we've gotten a decent amount of potions like started. I'm assuming, right?
Decent amount started, yes, for sure.
So Asher's gonna look at Avansar and gonna be like, "I'm sorry for keep working," and I'm gonna go up to Ace. I'm gonna like head to head like he normally does.
Wait. Amansar, do you have a potion of anything that can put them to sleep? Anything. Knock them out.
Not brewed. Not currently. Not on hand.
Asher's gonna like basically forehead to forehead with Ace or with Dominicus and be like, "Fight it. You've got this. It's a few more hours."
You see it's mostly Dominicus, and he kind of strains against this and has this like this anger and almost hatred towards you.
Rowan isn't going to put his head to head to Kuran. He's going to keep a distance from face to face. He's going to stand over Kuran. You can fight this. Fight it.
You see Dominicus, as you stare into the eyes of Asher, this hatred that brews in your mind. It takes you back to a time when you were smaller. You see yourself as a child, kind of like, but you still have this like this anger pent up inside you, and you see your mother, Lady Aurelia, and you see her kind of smile at you, and you see as a wolf tears her asunder, then shape shifts back into the form of Asher, who smiles at you. And you feel this rage that overcomes you. Nothing but bloodlust for this murderer. And that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Oh no.
This episode.
Wait, I thought all the suspense was supposed to be for this episode, not the next one.
No.
It just
That's
keeps
not how it
going.
works.
It just
It
keeps
builds,
going.
And it builds. And it builds. Oh, shit.
Asher, how could you have done that? How could you do that? Why would you kill his mother?
Oh, I was about to say stuff, but then you said the next session, so I'm just gonna hold it all in there. Bottle it all up. It's gonna last the whole week, and then we'll see you next Sunday.
Oh fuck! Because the worst part is Asher's still gonna be like, fucking like face to face with him, like trying to just.
Wait a darn minute. Are we saying that Asher? Never mind.
That is what current state of Dominicus feels like happened. That's what the current state of Dominicus is making sense of right now, and why he feels so much anger towards this friend.
Gotcha.
It's finding anything, even if it's illogical, to entice it.
Well, he's a little bit
Bad Asher?
crazy. Question mark?
Okay, I hope you guys had fun.
I'm gonna need therapy after the first 30 minutes. After
Gonna be
how
there-
many dice I rolled? 20?
It's no big deal. All you had to do was fail one of those and you would have died. It's no big deal.
I know you told me to get ready for some QTE events, but I didn't expect to roll 20 fucking dice. I was like, okay, maybe 6. Maybe 6.
The whole first half is the Rowan show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I had to get him back to the main timeline. Finally.
Oh, I'm so mad, but it made sense. It made sense.
Little baby Asher apparently turned into a wolf, but looked like adult Asher.
We'll go from there.
Oh God.
Thank you, Wholesome.
for making you need counseling.
Yeah.
PTSD that Rowan's got
Oh,
now. The
I should
breathing, the
say-
heavy breathing, he's never gonna look at the same again. Ever.
Thank you, chat. Olsen.
Thank you, chat. Yes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was nice, calming, relaxing D&D session tonight.
Yeah, so relaxing.
Thanks for the drama. Guys, I swear, eventually it'll chill out. You just have
Great
to deal with
shopping
this entire-
episode.
To be fair,
You guys have
to
to
be
deal
fair,
with
we
this, you
haven't-
know, traumatic, city experience, and purge the city of the infected and get things back to normal. It'll be fine.
So it's only the last, pseudo major town we were at where a player died. And it was...
fuck.
Ah, it's
Jesus,
fine.
I should have put it that way. God damn it.
They never going back to Lao.
Ain't going back. Ain't going back.
Trauma after trauma. When in doubt, traumatize. All right, guys, we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna go show somebody some love. Thanks for hanging out with us. I love you guys. I hope to see you next week. We might potentially have some kind of like world building stream this week sometime, either Wednesday or Thursday, perhaps. We'll see. I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll doing things with the Legends of Aelos. Let's do it. And I love you guys. Goodbye.